Hey folks, it's Frithgar here, how you doing? Welcome back to Factorio. We've had a little break. Let's get back to building our million minions. Batstar 5, Carl Boyer, Twin Cam Gaming, Derek James, Edward Jasper, Miss Pelt, James Brownlee, They Shizzish, Dever 2018 TK Football Star, Mr. Lubber Lubber, Mindblower DK, Grizzly Bear Sims, Jaybird 1788, Yanak, Dever 2018, Snow Fox, Ollie Sim, Moline Sloth. Okay, there's loads and loads of you in there. We've got the RoboPorts are all being put into place up here as well. That is absolutely brilliant. That's what we want. And if we have a look down over this way, where are we with our chests? Robots coming in, grabbing most of the chests. We've got a nice big slug of chests on their way up. I've got a lot of robots on their way down waiting to charge. And a lot of them coming up as well waiting to charge also. As long as they can keep heading north. That's all I really want. So you're coming up to this point. They're getting to here. They're sort of getting around this point and charging. And from there, I've got all of that lot has already been replaced. There, they will be heading up here and swapping out all of that lot. So once that lot has all been swapped out, the only step remaining will be to swap out all of the remaining ones. We've got 182,000 robots spare right now, so I'm just waiting for some of these to make the way up through. I've got a few thousand of those right now. What have I got in the way of... I've got 16,000 spare construction bots. I got one or two of those available. And this down here... Yeah, see, I don't want to change any of this. That could just stay as it is. We could end up doing the same again. We could, if we really wanted to, we could end up doing the same again. We could just simply swap this lot and swap the lot up the top. Change them over for this new pattern that we've got down here. I'm leaving that open so that I've got something to, like, put my mouse on. And then I'm not having to, like, have it all coloured in like this. Although it only colours in if you mouse over... No. Oh, if you mouse over the chest, it doesn't. Alright, well maybe I could put it back then. I could do that. Where are they? Where are these? Where are the... there we go. There's the purple chests. They're all down here. They're just down in this corner. Almost there. I just want you to start changing over that lot up there. If you could just get that far so that you're changing over that lot, then I know that we're a lot closer to actually getting this final bit done. Just final, completed, all done, finished. That's much better. That is much better. We've got a whole load of those chests now being swapped over, which means that they are going to go from here. They're going to start heading north, and we're going to be populating the rest of this region up here. It's not going to take too long now to actually fully populate this region. Not that it really... It actually doesn't... It really doesn't matter very much now. We've got enough chests up there that when we swap everything else over down here, it will actually work. I'm going to go into here a second, and I'm going to copy that 100 chests right there. I'm going to put a request for those there, and for those there, and these, and then drop that lot into there. Right, so that I've got those as all purple chests in there. And then if we go up here, you can see we're quickly and efficiently changing all of these over. We're emptying out anything that is in these. Mostly, these chests are empty down here. We haven't really got anything in, apart from those few in there. That lot there is all going to have to be brought out. All of that uranium is going to have to be moved around and dumped somewhere else. I'm not quite sure where that's going to go, but it won't take very long to sort of establish where it's going to... Like, the game won't take too long to figure that one out. 183,000 spare robots right now, so we're still over 800,000 flying robots. Not very long. It's hovering at the moment. We've definitely got sort of... a quantity hovering right now, but once I swap this lot over, I just want a few more coming up here Just, like, finish getting that bit done. And really be certain that that lot is properly underway and moving. And here, it looks like I've already got some... Yes, I've already got some now being moved. Some of those have been swapped over. So I've got a whole load of robots coming in there and moving that lot. We're down to 3.5 frames a second because of the sheer quantity of replacements and stuff we're doing there. So I kind of need to leave that to run a minute just to let it do what it's going to do. And while it's doing that, up here, we've got power now quickly going around the rest of these roboports in here, activating all of them. It does look like I've got all the roboports that I've requested, apart from maybe 1 or 2 in here. Let's have a look at the power situation. Production at the moment, 32.1 gigawatts. And satisfaction, 32.1 gigawatts. And I'm actually using up accumulator charge as well. Slightly concerning. Does that mean that this is... Why are you dropping down? That is actually a slight concern. Fuel. No, uranium fuel cell. I've got fuel cells. The fact that we've got no power is definitely a concern. We cannot at this stage have no power. Right? I cannot be running out of power at this stage. No, I've got power in the system. I have got power here. 31.2 right there on the accumulators, and over this side it's all connected in as well, isn't it? You are all properly connected in, aren't you? I haven't, like, gone and done something really stupid, like disconnect this. No, it's 128,000 solar panels right there on the system from here. So this is joined up. That's joined in. That joins in over here. It does connect across there. It connects into that one. Connects up and... I mean, it doesn't actually go across here. I've got a lot of places where it doesn't connect. Well, no, it does. It goes across here and it connects across there. And it connects in on that corner down there. Yes. Okay. We're all right then. We do have the power there, but that's a little bit concerning. It actually seems to be that we're getting to the point. Right, production there, 30.5. Accumulator charge is disappearing. Why is that suddenly changed round? Because that was sitting at around 60 gigawatts. Do I need the solar panels to come? I don't think it's that. Production 26 gigawatts, consumption 23 gigawatts. Should be alright, but then it's the accumulator charge. I'm a little bit concerned about this. I don't know if something has changed on this or what, but it's definitely sort of making me wary. Let's just put it like that. I'm a little bit wary about this. And just what this might mean, what the implications for this are. There could be implications for this. Let's have a look in here a minute. Right, I've just about swapped everything over in there. We've got a few more robots going into the air just to go and take care of that. So now we want the final bit, and I'm hoping that this will be the final push that we need. We're going to go out like that. I got another 2,000 chests right there that we're going to swap over. If I have calculated this correctly, well, that didn't work. That didn't work right there. Right, let's try that again. There. That's done it. I've done it now. I've gone and pushed out a request for all of those to be replaced. I've got a few down here that are going to be replaced. There's a few left. I've got a few... I've got plenty of chests down here. I've got enough there. I've got 260 there. I got 7 in that one. 5. 6. 240. 260. 170. Okay, we've got sufficient chests. We have got enough active. We've got enough active provider chests to be able to do this. I've got a whole load of construction robots. They are on their way down to go and get the last few. I've got a build request over there for a few of those active provider chests. And that one hasn't been fulfilled for whatever reason. The robots must still be on their way for that one. I don't care about that one. And it's this one in here. This one right here is the important one. They're on their way. They are on their way up. And then up here, we've got another big load of chests already on their way up to go and swap stuff over. But this is not the important bit. This is not the bit that matters. What matters now is that all of these chests, they are in the network. They are fully sort of pulled into this network properly. Except for those. Because... I've got no power out on this side. I know who you are. You have no power here. You have no power here. Yeah, well, now we do. Right, we've got power right in there now. I have restored the power. I've restored the balance. The crazy King of Rohan is not going to stay crazy for very much longer. Which means that those roboports there will actually get a little bit of go-go juice. Which is what we want. And here we go. Look, all these chests, they're coming up. They're going to go into here. And that means then that when all of the next lot comes up, and that's what we're waiting on. Those are still heading south. They're going to get to there. They're going to split. They're going to charge. And then they're going to come in here. And they're going to get these chests. And then they're going to go back up this way. And this is where it's going to get interesting. 190,000 robots spare at the moment. In storage, I've got 1 million copper ore, I got 1.3 million iron ore, 470,000 stone, and those are the items that are going to be in... That's, like, a lot of that is going to be the stuff that we've got in here. I don't know exactly how many we've got in the long-term storage here, but those are going to be the items that are going to start being replaced. I've already got a couple of chests in here that have been replaced. Already had a couple come in and be swapped out, which is surprising. I didn't think it would be that quick. I didn't think I had any close enough to do that. There's one right there coming up, and here comes the next lot. As soon as these go in, our frame rate is going to nosedive as the game assigns robots onto this so that they can be sent off to other locations. And all of those materials that we've got in here... Deliver 108 copper ore into there. I got 1,500 iron ore being delivered into that chest right there. It's all going to have to be reassigned. It's all going to have to be moved and sent to another location. There's another couple of chests just coming up. There, we've got a few, and here we go. They're drifting in. This is it. This, I can feel it now. I can feel it. This is actually going to be it. Like, we are with... Okay, we're back up to 200,000 robots, or thereabouts. We've got just over 800,000 still flying. We want to keep this kind of quantity still flying as well. We need it to stay at this kind of insane quantity. At the moment, oh no, it's now dropping. I'm now getting just a couple of these chests changing over, and the rest... Here we go, look. There we go, we got a little purple wave coming in. There, this is more like it. Out goes the robots. There, the purple wave coming in. And here we go. This is it. 7 frames a second right now. And we've got 197,000 robots spare. Thereabouts. Saying 200,000 over there. 202,000. Actually, that's climbing quite rapidly. Why is it going up that quickly? I don't like that it's going up that quickly. Number of available robots. 200,000. Oh. I've got chests in here. They're bringing in storage. Right there. I got deliver 880 copper into there. It's cancelling that delivery. That's why I've got logistics robots. The numbers are climbing right now. That is going to swap over because they're going to have to reassign those items and they're going to have to put them somewhere else. So then it's going to climb up and it's going to then drop back down again. It's going to have to sort of do both all at the same time. That's why. Yeah, it's cancelling all of these and then it's got to reassign them. This is why we're now dropping. This is why we're getting some insane frame rate changes. And the frame rate changes are going to... they're going to stay insane. So 100,000 robots coming up. 4 frame... Well, we're hovering around 5 frames. 300,000 spare robots. We're down to just 700,000 in the air. That doesn't make sense. Available robots. Are they counting the ones that are still flying that have now suddenly not got anything to do? Like they're just hanging around bored? I don't know if they are or they're not. I'm hoping they're not. Got all of these changing and coming over. They're putting chests down and then they're picking these chests up and they're moving them round. 340,000 robots spare. Let's go up this way and come into here. So are we getting chests? Are we getting robots that are assigned to drop materials off in these chests? So far, nothing is coming up here. I've got nothing assigned to any individual chest. But I don't know if we will see that until after everything has been swapped over down here. It might be that all of this has got to be changed over first. Like, I've got this lot here. It's being pushed out. I've got 28 still to pick up from there. That lot is picking it all up and it's trying to drop it down here, but that's not going to work forever, is it? I have 77 being delivered over there. You in here, 400,000 spare robots. Well, this backfired, didn't it? Oh, this has backfired tremendously. They've got to repath all of these robots. They've got to find new pathing. This is not going to work. I'm up to 500,000 robots flying around now. What am I supposed to do with that? Active provider chest. It's supposed to push it into the system so that they can't do anything. I mean, the only other option that I got, really, is to deconstruct the whole thing. I don't think I need to do that. I think we just need to wait until these have all been changed over. And then once they've been changed over, they will be pushed out into the rest of the system and they will start taking all of their goodies. Look, see? Is there anything heading up this way? There's timber heading up here. Stone is still heading south. I got all of these chests are coming up. These chests are all being put into here. Have I got anything going into these storage chests yet? I don't. This is the bit that's kind of confusing it. And this is why I've still got robots going up in number. Like spare logistics robots going up in number rather than down in number. They just don't know what to do with themselves right now. They're getting very, very confused. We're all confused. Don't worry, little robots. We all confused right now. And now you're coming out to there. So I've got all of those chests. They're heading up that way. I've got these. They're there for pickup. I got that lot in there. And none of this is assigned for collection yet. It needs to be assigned collection because it's got to be pushed out from here and it's got to be put into the new spot. Plus, I've also got all of these other... Ooh. Ooh, what's going on here? Something's going on. Oh, now we're catching up. We're catching up now. It's assigning everything. It's realized what's going on, and it's now assigning everything. I've got 3 frames a second in there. It's suddenly now catching up and reassigning all of these robots. And it's also trying to autosave at the same time. Autosave might cause it a problem. No. It's even managed to autosave. Look at that. 486. Now the numbers are dropping. Now it's got to reassign all of these robots, and it's got to start pulling it out of here and putting it into the new location, which is really, really going to make it struggle. Oh, this is going to be epic. Yeah, this is definitely, this is it. That's what it's doing at the moment. I'm down to 3 frames a second in here. Let me try and zoom out. Can I can't move around. I'm literally watching a slideshow now. 2.3 frames a second with my slideshow. 2.2, 2.1. Let me try and zoom in up there. My recording software is recording a solid 0 frames a second. Is this actually going to freeze everything up? Was this a really bad idea or not? 1.4 frames a second. This 1.3. Oh, this is terrible. 1.2 and dropping rapidly. It's got a lot of materials that it's suddenly finding it's got to reassign to somewhere, and it's having a mad internal panic as it tries to find robots, and it tries desperately to remember the names of all the robots as well. Have you ever tried recalling the names of 1 million robots all at once? It's very difficult, right? It's bad enough trying to recall 10 robots' individual names when they're all in binary. When you got this many, 0.9. Oh, this is amazing. This is absolutely frying us. I'm going to have smoke running out the back of my computer in a minute. I'm genuinely going to have smoke running out the back of the PC in a minute as it struggles to catch up valiantly with what's going on here. 475, 474. This is going to take a minute, isn't it? Right, I tell you what, I'm going to come away from... I'm not even going to look at that. I'm going to come off of the map just for a minute. And I'm going to go down to here. Is that going to help? That's not going to help at all. It's still staying at 0.6. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to there. Zoomed out a little bit. I'm going to put the mouse down over this corner down here. Like that. And I'm just going to hover here and wait at 0.6 FPS. Whose idea was it to go and change all of these chests over all at once? That, I'm sort of thinking 0.5... Ooh. Was that 0.4 just now, or was it 0.6? I don't know if we're coming back again. Do you remember the good old days when we were able to run around at 10 frames a second? Yeah, so do I. Right, I had to leave it running for quite some time while it assigned jobs to various robots. And then I saved and exited the game. It then did an update to the game where it updated it to 0.18.18 from 0.17. And trying to load that in, I left it there for over 20 minutes trying to load the game in, but it wouldn't have it. It probably would have done eventually, but I got impatient. So I've rolled it back to the 0.18.17 edition of the game, and it loaded it up pretty quickly. So that bit has worked. We're going to resume now, and you can see that the frame rate has instantly plummeted, and it's given me back all of my achievements. It did something strange with those when it was trying to load them in. But take a look at the logistics number. It is still dropping rapidly. We're down to 127,000 logistics robots available and flying, and that number is increasing. This is probably going to be staying here in our way for a bit, because despite it saying 3.3 there, I think it is actually considerably less than that. It's sort of working, but at the same time, it's really not. So hopefully these here will disappear in a minute, because we don't want them stuck there forever. We need to scroll in. I want to scroll in until we have got robot view. There, right, we can see the robots. it is still trying to figure out what the robots are doing. And if I look over here, if I mouse over that bit, we've got 105,000 robots available in storage, which means that we've got over 900,000 robots flying in the air right now and counting. So we are just seconds away from doing this. Now, technically, it could be argued that what we've done is cheating. We've gone and forced it to put all of the robots in together. Yes, it did absolutely slaughter the frame rate. I mean, we're running at 1.7 right now, and this is considerably better. It was stuck at 0.4 for what must have been close to an hour. I just left it running in the background. I went off and made my tea, actually. And yeah, it's been doing it. But look at this. So we're now up to 2 frames a second. 2.1. It's actually climbing. It's actually rising. This is quite remarkable. It is actually going up. We've got just 60,000 robots left, and that number's now, like, it's really starting to change. So the robots are actually starting to catch up with what they're doing, and they are very quickly all being assigned to all different places. I really hope that thingy disappears in a minute. I would really like it to. 38,000, 36,000 robots left. They are assigning all the robots. They're pulling everything out. They're doing what they need to do. We're up to 3.7 frames a second. 20,000. We're going to do this, ladies and gentlemen. We are actually going to do this. Now, I said we had to sustain... Oh, we've done it! I said we have to sustain this for a minimum of 1 minute. And we ain't going to sustain it, like, just at the moment, I don't think. Although it's hovering. We've got 1 million robots in the air right now. We have 1 million robots. Now, technically, I could go and, you know, it could be argued that it's not really a minute unless we allow for the frame rate. So, like, we need to have it, like, 10 minutes of gameplay. No, I'm not that concerned about it. I'm really not. Like, we've done it. We set out to reach 1 million robots in the air. Everything that could possibly be assigned has now been assigned. Look at the queues of robots that we've got in the air. We have got 1 million robots flying on this map right now. 1 million robots. We've actually done it. There is actually 1 million there. And it's still going. We've still got 1 million robots in the air. Until we get 8,000 robots in the logistic storage, we've got 1 million robots in the air flying at any one time. It's absolutely insane. This is amazing. Like, it's come in pretty quick, I must admit. Like, you know, it spent absolutely ages hanging around at that kind of level. That number's going up. That number's definitely going up now. We got 300 spare robots right now, although that's coming back down again. It's chopping and changing. It's not quite sure what it was. Look at all of these robots. Oh, this is nuts. This is look. Oh, wow. 200 still. We still got 200. Okay, that's got to be... that is definitely... We've definitely got to have reached 1 minute sustained. 1 minute sustained robot flight. I'm pretty certain we've done that now. I'm pretty certain we have actually reached 1 minute sustained robot flight. Oh, that is a thing of beauty. That is absolutely incredible. We have done it. Yes, I'm happy to admit there was a little bit of cheating there at the end. Doing it like that definitely does feel a little bit cheaty. However, I make no apologies, no apologizings. There will be no apologies for the cheating. I do not regret doing the cheating. Because look at this. In order to get 1 million sustained on the map, we'd have been playing around with 5 to 10 frames a second for a very, very long time. It probably could have gone on for another 3 or 4 weeks at this rate. And I've definitely been getting the impression from the comment sections that people do not want me to drag this out too long. Because fun though this challenge has been, this particular stage of it, actually getting these robots flying and having to have this kind of frame rate choking us up. This is not quite so good. This is not quite so fun. This is not quite so entertaining. It's just kind of getting a bit slow. Well, we know it's slow. Just having to constantly watch at such a low frame rate. It's still running with over 1 million robots. It's probably going to do this for a little while because they've got to bring all of these materials up and then they've got to go off and they've got to get a whole load of other materials. So we could at least, we can watch it for a minute or two because we've worked hard for this. Right, we work really, this is amazing. This is absolutely incredible. I'm not going to leave it. Look at all these empty ones. These are all coming over ready to queue up just to come down and grab some more of these items in here. There is a lot of stuff in here. Admittedly, there is a rather a lot of items just in here that are waiting. I got 1,600 of those scheduled for pickup. So we don't have everything scheduled. That's all scheduled. We don't quite have everything scheduled for pickup yet. So that's why we've got spare ones. We've got 8,000, 1 million, almost 1,009,000 robots now. It is actually only 21 robots away from being 20 robots away from being 1,009,000 robots in the air, and it's like it's going. You know, we got a spare 100 or so, but it is going right down to 0 robots at all. So you know, we can safely say that we will have all of that. But we got another 4,000 robots in the air from the construction bots. So 4,000 construction bots up in the air. We got 1,010,000. We got 1,012,000 robots flying around. 1,013,000 robots. 1,013,000 robots. That is just ludicrous. We're back up to 8 frames a second. Considering the amount of time I was here with 0.4 frames a second, I actually put a picture of that on Instagram. I took a little photo of the FPS and UPS thing up in the corner, and I posted that onto Instagram because I thought that was highly amusing. 370 spare robots now? 400 spare robots? Okay, there's a lot of spare robots right now. I don't imagine it's going to stay. It's coming back down again. They're like assigning some jobs. 33.4 gigawatts of power being used in total. Out of 66.1 that can be provided, we get 7.7 coming off of those. That is a lot. That is still a lot. It's still going. We've reached over 9,000 on there. This is absolute madness. I'd at least like to see it. Like, get most of them in here. I mean, here is just like a cloud of I don't know what. That is genuinely a cloud of I don't know what. I'm unsure what's going on here. I don't really know which way is up with all of these robots, and this is absolutely ludicrous. We can watch this for a little while. But that is it. That is that's what we set out to do. We set out to get 1 million robots, and we have now reached 1 million robots. We've got them all over the map. They are working. If I was to do this by putting out the grid everywhere and properly doing it, we could probably extend this series out for another couple of months, I would say. Because we'd need to come down, we'd need to get like a whole load more materials and things like that, and really start expanding the base way beyond what we are at the moment. I don't really want to do that because of how slow everything runs. So I am going to cut it off here. This is it. This is the conclusion to the series. We have done it. We have reached our target of 1 million active robots on our map, and yes, it has really pushed the frame rates. We've really pushed the limits of what this game can do, but it's been a lot of fun. I've really enjoyed doing this. I've had a lot of fun doing this. It's been absolutely fantastic. We went up to 800 spare robots there for a minute. It's dropping back down again, admittedly. But for a brief moment in time, a brief dizzying moment in time, we had 800 spare robots. That's now disappeared again completely. Let's go and have a look over this way. We can go and have a look near where we are. We've got this one over here that they're starting to come over here and grab things. They're actually now coming over to this ore patch over here and grabbing things. We've got pickups scheduled over here, and they're coming along, and they're actually coming to get them. Remarkably, they're coming to get quite a lot of them, and there's a lot of robots that are actually making it through over here as well. That is surprising. I mean, yeah, we've got all of these coming over this way, and they're queued up, and then you look over this way, then we've got the real queues of robots. I mean, look at that. That's gonna take hours to clear that off, especially at the rate that we're going at the moment with the frame rates and everything, right? It is going to take a long time to clear everything away on here. All we could really do is extend this out. If I was to just keep working on extending a robot highway out, literally just take one of them. If I was to just take one square there and just extend that one out all the way over to here, that would really start to speed things up. That would really bring those robots sort of back under control a little bit. We've still got more than 1 million robots in the air. We still have more than 1 million in the air right now. The speed that I can move suggests rather strongly produce 10,000 electronic circuits. The speed that I can move right now suggests rather strongly that it would take me a good 30 minutes to get from there all the way back over to this part of the base over here. Oh, that is incredible. 1 million. We've really done it. We have genuinely really done. Look at this, like the queues of robots that we've got all the way up through. This is why, even though we've got these robot highways everywhere, well, literally I've covered the entire map in robot highways, there isn't enough here for the sheer mind-numbing quantity of bots that we have running through all of this. There just isn't the numbers here in order to cope with it. Like, this is this is amazing. I want to sit here and watch this just for a bit, mesmerized. But at the same time, I also want to wrap this up because we need to get started with the next series. And I have plans for the next series. I have big plans for the next series. We're going to be starting the Bat Challenge. This was the FMR Challenge, the Factorio Million Robot Challenge. The next one is going to be the Factorio Bat Challenge. Bob Angel's 1,000 Challenge. For the 1,000 Challenge, I have to create... I don't have to actually physically put the buildings down on the ground, but I have to make, in storage chests, a minimum of 1,000 of every single craftable item on the map. So, not the ones where you can only go and pick them up from somewhere, but if an item is craftable, I have to craft it. That is the challenge. I have to have a minimum of 1,000 of absolutely every single craftable item in a full Bob's Angels playthrough. I will go through the initial settings for it with you at the beginning of the first episode, and then we will go through, and that is our challenge. 1,000 of everything, and that includes things like suits of armor and stuff like that, some of which take an awful lot of ingredients, some of which take an awful lot of materials to make. And we've still got to do 1,000 of them. Now, we've got a load of robots flying up here. Why are they going up that way? What's up there? Oh, that's why. They're heading up for this. They're coming up here, look. That's why we've suddenly got a whole load of robots coming up here. They're coming up to grab that lot. And they're coming all the way over to here so that they can charge on these far distant roboports before they turn around and head south again. Which means these are completely full and they're just waiting on robots to come up here and come and empty them out. We've still got 1 million robots flying. I wonder how long it's going to take before we drop back down below 1 million robots. Now that I've got this bit here busy going, this absolute pure insanity, that is just Oh, that is amazing. That is just looking at this, it's not much wonder we're running at 7 frames a second. Like, you think about the calculations that the computer is running in the background in order to be able to do this. I would not like to have to sit there with a pen and a notepad and have to figure this out by hand. I don't. Yeah, I'm not sure how long that would take. There's a lot of data being processed right here at the moment. There is a huge amount of data being processed right here at the moment. Oh, that is like here in the middle, right here in particular. That is like dizzying to watch, isn't it? That is just nuts. But anyway, that's it. We won't do any more. We won't sit here and stare at these any longer. That is 1 million active robots. It's stayed at 1 million for quite some time now. I have been here. I think we can safely say that we have easily done 1 million robots in the air, sustained flight for 1 minute. That was what we had to do. That is what we've done. We have achieved the Factorio Million Robot Challenge. And yes, it could be argued that some of the techniques we used at the end in order to get them actually flying were a little bit cheaty, like having them queued up over here. And yes, I do agree, that was a little bit cheaty. It does feel like I've cheated a little bit on this right at the end. That bit right there, right? That does feel like we've cheated a bit. However, the reason that I'm still, sort of finding that cheating that we did to be acceptable is because it would take too long. It would get too tedious for everybody watching if I was to run that longer than I did. So I feel that that is an acceptable bit of cheating. Maybe not an ideal situation. Maybe it wasn't something that is absolutely, ideal. And in a perfect world, I wouldn't have done it. But I feel that it is something that was kind of necessary. What are you lot doing? See, we got robots there. They're going out this way, but they're not able to go and reach what we want them to reach. They're trying to go over there, and then they're turning around and they're going back to that one instead of... Yeah, they're going the wrong way. You're going the wrong way, dudes. You shouldn't be coming back over to here. You should go that way. You go down to that one there. They go to the closest Roboport. That's what they do, is that they go to the closest one. And then the closest one is no longer any good. So the only real way to work around that is if we would put landfill in here and then we could rescue those. It's going to be the same with some of these over this side. They're doing much the same over here. Some of these, yeah, it's one of the hazards, isn't it? We know about this. It's something that we've seen plenty of times before, so it's no great surprise on there. This bit in here is just ludicrous. But that's 1 million robots. That is 1 million robots. So, yeah, we've kind of cheated with all of these queues. But I still feel that that is okay, because all I've done is I've just kind of, like, accelerated the ending a little bit so that we don't have to spend too long with the 10 frames a second stuff. I think we'll conclude it here. If you have enjoyed this series, then please head down below and give us a like. If you just enjoyed the video and you hated the rest of the series, then give this video a like. Down below, because that really does help. I don't talk about it very much. I just mention that you could, but honestly, if you put a like on a video and you don't do anything else, that interaction really does help me as a YouTuber. So if you have liked this series, please just put a like on the video. That is all you need to do. If you really enjoyed it, then please tell your friends all about me. Get them to come and watch me as well. They could even put a like on as well if they want to. That would be absolutely incredibly awesome. If you're getting other people to come watch my videos, that would be amazing. I will be doing the same as I did in this series in the next series. I'll be putting people's names in Shuffle, Tim, Adrian Mattany, Khan Wolf, Jeremy Hall, Gorilla Wizard Gaming, Scott, Kinda, Snow Fox, Scott M, Patro Gracemark, and all the rest of you absolutely wonderful people. that is it. I will see you in the next series, which is going to be the Factorio Bat Challenge. The Bobs and Angels 1,000 challenge. I will make 1,000 of every single item that can be made in a full Bobs Angels playthrough. So until next time, thank you very much for watching. This is Frithgar. Goodbye, and see you later.